You'll never reach financial freedom, and the reason is simple. The truth is, it's not the economy, it's not your job, and it's not your luck that will make you wealthy, and until you don't figure this out, you'll be stuck chasing wealth forever. But if you want to reach the point where you don't have to check your bank account before buying something, where you can spend your time however you want, like traveling, with family, or starting passion projects, this video is exactly for you. The first point is that you're chasing the wrong goal. If you think that more money equals financial freedom, you're absolutely wrong. Just imagine this. You get a promotion or land a better paying job and your salary jumps by $20,000 a year. You feel amazing and you can finally afford to get that car you've been dreaming of, take that vacation, or move into a bigger home. But even after the raise, you still feel broke at the end of the month because your spending increased just as fast as your income. This is called lifestyle inflation. So that's why more money won't save you, because it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. The second point is that you're probably waiting for luck. Here's another lie you've probably heard. Financial freedom happens when you get lucky. You've seen the stories. Someone invests in Dogecoin or Tesla at the right time and becomes an overnight millionaire. It makes you feel like, if only I could pick the right stock, if only I could get that one lucky break, I'd be set for life. But the truth is, chasing quick wins is one of the surest ways to lose money. Why? Because luck is not a good strategy. Actually, luck is not even a strategy. If you want to build wealth, you need to make consistent, disciplined decisions over time, not just hit the jackpot once. A friend of mine got caught up in the Dogecoin craze when it skyrocketed. He put his savings in, which was around $30,000, because he was convinced it was going to the moon. For a few weeks, he really felt like a genius. His investment was up by thousands. But then came the crash, and overnight, he lost almost everything. And I've read many of these stories, and to my surprise, he wasn't alone. Thousands of people lost their savings thinking they had found a shortcut to financial freedom. So if you're waiting for a lucky break, you'll be waiting forever. The boring but powerful secret is that you need to do smart, long-term investing in stable assets. The third point is that you have a fixed mindset about money. Let's talk about your mindset. Do you believe that rich people are somehow just different? Maybe you think they have a special skill set or they come from wealthy families. That mindset is also killing your chance at financial freedom. The truth is, most wealthy people didn't start out rich. They simply learned to think about money differently. They focused on opportunities, not obstacles. They looked for ways to grow their wealth, not just protect it. Take the story of Warren Buffett. People look at him now and think he was destined for wealth. But Buffett didn't start with millions. He made his first investment at 11, and it took decades of smart, consistent investing before he became a billionaire. This is the exact same thing that I just told in the second point. You must be consistent and patient. Buffett built wealth by adopting a growth mindset, constantly learning, and staying disciplined in his investments. And here's the biggest truth I've ever heard in my life. The moment you start believing that financial freedom is something you can achieve, and you start taking small, consistent steps to grow your wealth, you'll be on the path to success. No one on earth is born with a wealthy mindset. Absolutely no one. Everyone has to learn, and for some it takes longer, for others shorter. But to reach 100% financial freedom, you need to have a plan. Most people don't have a plan for their money. They just hope things will work out. They might save a little here, invest a little there, but they don't have a clear roadmap for reaching financial independence. This is like trying to get to a destination without a map. Well, honestly, some people can do it, but the majority can't. And if they don't have a plan, they just waste their time and energy. I've met someone who was making six figures and still didn't have any investments or savings because he didn't have a plan. He was just spending whatever came in and thought they'd figure out retirement later. Then he was fired, and boom. Although he earned well for years, he had nothing to show for it. Let's be honest, the later you do it, the more you lose. You need a plan right now. It can be as simple as saving 20% of your income, automating your investments, or paying off debt strategically. If you have a clear, feasible plan, you can save yourself years. But you don't have it because you're afraid to take risks. You'll never reach financial freedom if you're too scared to take risks. But if it shocks you, no worries, because it's not just you, but most people are also terrified of losing money. They're so focused on protecting what they have that they miss opportunities to grow. And I bet you do the same. The reality is, to build real wealth, you have to step outside your comfort zone. You can't let fear of failure hold you back from investing, starting a business, or looking for opportunities with high returns. There was a guy who was offered a chance to invest in a startup years ago. He thought it was too risky and passed on the opportunity. That startup is now a multi-million-dollar company, and everyone who invested early made a fortune. He's still kicking himself for letting fear stop him. The thing is that you can't build wealth without taking risks, but the key is to take calculated risks. It's about finding opportunities where the potential reward outweighs the risk. Just don't let fear keep you stuck in mediocrity, and you'll be good. And the biggest mistake is that literally everyone thinks you have time. Some says, I'll start saving next year, or I'll invest when I make more money. But honestly, this is one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves. Time is your most valuable asset when it comes to building wealth. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Compound interest, where your money earns interest on itself over time, is the most powerful force in wealth building. The sooner you start, the more your money can grow. Let me show you. If you start with $0 now and contribute $1,000 for 30 years each month, and the return rate is 5%, then 30 years later, your interest will be more what you contributed. Overall, you put $360,000, and now you can get back more than $800,000. But if you just do it for 10 years, your interest and end balance will be much lower. You'll never reach financial freedom if you keep falling for these illusions, thinking that more money, luck, or time will magically solve your problems. You need discipline, a plan, a growth mindset, and the courage to take calculated risks. Financial freedom is a series of small, smart decisions that add up over time. So if you're serious about breaking free from the financial grind, it's time to stop chasing illusions and start building your future. And if you want to know what are those habits that extremely wealthy people follow, watch this.